grab your drinks and play your muffins, baby. It's time for Chuckin Muffins. Hi, everyone.
What's going on, man?
Showtime. I'm Tom McDougal. We got Ethan Blasinski with me. We got Eddie Stepanek with me. We got a Sharks fan, an Islanders fan, a Rangers fan. Where else will you get that other than Chuckin Muffins? You get it nowhere else.
I'm a Zach Bogosian fan today.
So we actually have a retard.
Atlanta Thrashers, baby.
We have an absolute idiot in attendance here today. What is it like to be an idiot, Ethan?
An idiot? I've technically been an idiot for 18 years now. All my life, basically.
That's honestly an understatement.
Like he literally was just born. He was like,
I had fucking idiot like marker on my forehead.
They had to sign him. They had to fucking write in Sharpie, just fucking
my middle name.
Idiot on him.
That's my middle name. Ethan Idiot. All right, Tom, you want to segment into our personal section?
We got a pretty nice host today. It's the off season. So what are we gonna talk about? The new jerseys, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Came from the heavens, swooped in. Adidas was like, "Hello, hockey fans." Oh no! Oh, he's showing me the Islanders jersey. No! Oh my gosh, what the fuck are you doing, Ethan? Are you trying to kill me?
So
I'm in the fourth story right now in my dorm. I am tempted to jump out this fucking window. Stop!
So I take it we're starting with the Islanders jersey.
Can I just
feel like it would make no sense not to.
Can I just say something real quick as an Islanders fan? You see this hat? Do you see the side of this hat? You see what that motherfucker is? It's the fucking fisherman logo. The Islanders could have had the best jersey, but instead we get what? We get a fucking navy blue jersey.
I'm gonna be honest.
They inverted the white and the orange stripe.
Dude, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. No, hold up. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you held their current jersey and this jersey up, I might pick wrong what jersey is like which. That's how fucking similar they look.
It's embarrassing. Every other jersey has something different. Maybe not like something different that's good, but what is different? Navy blue? Fucking navy blue? We went from royal blue to navy blue? That's the best the Islanders could do? Oh my gosh. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to be a fan. Every other team has some fun shit going on in their jersey, and we have the same logo, the same pattern basically. It sucks. And I hate it. So you better put that motherfucking shit down.
Oh, dude, it's in there. It's in there. Should we just keep this down here?
Down deep.
It's not even ranked.
It's so pathetic. It makes me sad to be honest.
No, it generally is. Terrible jersey. It is legit. It's a bad jersey
because the lack of any sort of addition.
It's embarrassing.
I'm gonna be honest. You know what I don't get? The fucking marketing thing for the Islanders. They were just they made that and they took a good look at it and they're like, yeah, no, I think that'll go over well with our already somewhat mad fan base. Yeah.
Also, how in the flying fuck is it supposed to be a tribute to the 1980s teams? The 80s teams wore the exact same jerseys the Islanders wear now.
It's like the Leafs. They haven't changed jerseys in fucking how long? So to be fair, their throwback isn't great.
The Islanders though, they did change jerseys. They
did. You're right.
And they didn't.
Maybe they figured it was a dark time in history for the Islanders because they were fucking awful when they won those jerseys. That's what I'm saying. I would give a fuck. I don't know. I just find that puzzling.
Is it Lou Lamoriello? Is he trying to?
I don't think it's Lou. I don't think it was his decision, right? It couldn't have been.
It just makes me so angry.
It does. So, in conclusion, out of all of that,
let's move on, man.
Their jersey's dog shit.
Fuck that, man.
So, moving on to I'd say a pretty good looking jersey. This Ottawa Senators.
Ottawa is beautiful.
Ottawa's jersey. I'm a big fan of this jersey. I like it.
I'm gonna be honest. When I'm looking at these jerseys, I don't look at them in terms of it symbolizes the history of the team. I just if it looks cool, it looks cool. Honestly, that's my perspective. Honestly,
I'm with that.
And you know what? That Ottawa jersey looks cool as fuck. I would put it kind of epic.
I agree with that. Eddie, what'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like. You know what I like? I like the black stripes with the red.
So do
inside,
I. It looks good.
Putting a different color there. It's changing it up a bit, and the new logo in front I think just makes it really cool.
That's mean, bro. I love
All
it.
right,
It's mean.
so moving on to my favorite team's jersey, the Sharks jersey.
I noticed you hovering over the Conda Epic there. I think you're kind of overhyping it a bit.
No, that's what I'm
you
saying. No.
gotta go
I'm not one to
hey.
jump on this jersey. I like it, but I don't think they could have done better. I don't know where we got the gray from. I don't know where that came from. I'd personally put it in could be better. I don't know how you guys think about that.
Tom, you think we should let that stand, or should we knock it down to shit?
I don't think it's shit. It's not shit.
It isn't shit. It could be better.
It could be better. It could be better.
I'm low key a big like gray guy, but like, what are you doing, Sharks?
I feel like we haven't had too many like jerseys that we like. We could like go back to. I appreciate the effort, but could be better. Moving on to the Nashville Predators.
Okay. That's
boys. I'm feeling shit or could be better.
That's
honestly,
shit. That's disgusting.
Eddie, what do you think? I'm shit on this one. Yeah, shit.
I'm gonna be honest.
Do we snoop this low? I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
I agree.
No.
Just shit.
Agreed.
It sucks.
It looks like kind of the same as the Islanders. Like it looks the same as kind of what they have now. Maybe it's a little bit different, more different than the Islanders, but
it's lame.
Yeah, it's not popping, honestly. Moving on to a jersey that I would say is popping. The New York Rangers jersey. I'm feeling epic or
no epic. No, kind of.
You don't think so? I'm leaning towards kind of epic.
Kind of epic.
I know what Eddie's gonna say.
The thing that we all wanted as Rangers fans was we just wanted the labia. Sorry, I almost just said labia. the Lady Liberty on the front.
Yeah.
To be honest though, I don't know why the sleeves kind of just don't look right to me.
Besides the logo, it's kind of a boring jersey.
This motherfucker is out here complaining. No. This motherfucker is out here complaining about sleeves when the Islanders get that.
I know, but the Islanders, they're in dog shit. Like, that's a dog shit jersey.
Eddie, suck a dick. I'm just saying. I'm just, like, mad. Because, like, same city. And he's actually talking about fucking...
It's not the same
sleeves
city.
Aren't...
One of them's New York City. The other one's Long Island. Where no one cares about
the New York City Rangers and the Long Island
New
Islanders.
York.
Is that what... Okay.
New York Islanders.
I'm putting them in... It's kind of epic, though. I wouldn't put it in completely epic.
No, yeah, I'd go kind of epic. I like the logo, but
they could have made a much bigger splash. They could have made it a lot better.
Speaking of splashes, the Minnesota Wild. You know what this jersey reminds me of? That I saw this on Twitter. It reminds me of Subway.
Subway. We got Sprite.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate the jersey.
The Minnesota North Stars.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought that was going on here, but
Oh, Tom's gone. Thank God.
Yeah, just give him a minute. Hopefully, he'll get back in here. I'm either could be better or shit on this one.
It's shit. You
think so?
It's shit.
Eddie, what do you think?
I personally think could be better.
I'd go could be better either, but it's close. It's like on the borderline.
It is Sprite, Sierra Mist, Subway, Eat Fresh jersey.
It's subject to change.
Well, Tom, as a former Subway employee, how could you say that,
bro? I may get sued.
That was your home.
I may get assassinated for this. Everything at Subway is fake.
No fucking way. Get out.
But the slogan is Eat Fresh.
It's low key. It's low key so
fresh.
tasty. Yeah.
So it's Eat
so
fake.
Tasty, Subway's so good.
No,
I ate it today. I ate Subway for like lunch today. Shit slapped, honestly.
No, Subway does slap.
It was lovely.
Moving on to a jersey that
does slap.
I'd say does slap. This St. Louis Blue jersey.
Epic.
I'm going epic.
Put that motherfucker in the epic. Put that motherfucker in the
Eddie,
epic.
do you disagree?
Fire.
Yeah, I was about to say. There's not much to say about that jersey's fire. That's a fire fucking jersey.
I love that shit.
I love the red and the blue. They just mix really well together.
I love how they said, you know what, we're the St. Louis Blues, but we're still going to sell you guys a red fucking jersey, and you're going to buy that shit, motherfucker.
And if I was a Blues fan, I'd buy it, but personally, I'm not the biggest Blues fan, so.
Really? You think that's so crazy?
Yeah, man. Moving on to another jersey that...
Yeah, because you're a Zach Bogosian fan.
I think we can put right up here is that Calgary Flames jersey. Do you guys disagree with me, or...
No, yeah, I like it.
I think this jersey... I think this jersey
I'm a huge black jersey.
Yeah, dude.
Ass jersey.
Those Celtics and the Sharks...
You know what?
I would buy that jersey.
You know what's mad funny? The Flames signed like 90% of their roster as a former Vancouver Canucks players. And the design kind of represents the old Canucks skate logo, if that makes jersey.
Yeah, okay, I do know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, like the ones that have a little red in them, those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, those jerseys are fire. I wish the Canucks threw it back to those ones, honestly.
I don't even know what the fuck the Canucks are doing. Like, honestly, I don't dislike them. It's just
we're going to the Canucks, I
guess. Since we're talking about it now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this is a big fat. Could be better.
Could be better.
I
like the sleeves a lot, but the gradient is kind of iffy. It's kind of like, what are you doing?
I respect it for
I don't like
it.
gradients.
Nah,
I do not like
on
gradients
hockey jerseys.
on like sports jerseys.
No nope.
I do not like gradients.
I don't think it should be in kind of epic. Is because like it's supposed to be reverse retros. It's supposed to be kind of going back a bit to 4 years. Like I don't remember the Canucks having that.
They
did. To be fair, yeah. So
I wish they would have went back to those red jerseys, the ones that had a little red in them. Those I love them. Those are my favorite Canucks jerseys. But moving on to a jersey, I know that I really liked. Eddie, I don't know how you feel about this one, but
Epic.
The Mighty Ducks jersey.
Epic right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Epic. Come on,
Eddie. Do you really disagree, bro?
That thing honestly, is so pretty.
I mean, not only do I disagree, I put it down to shit.
Oh my God, bro!
Or
really?
Could be better because the color scheme is really cool and everything. It's just why the fuck is that the logo?
Because it's cool as fuck.
I think it's dope, bro. I'm all for it.
Dumbass, bro. It's the most beautiful, dude. That jersey. Oh, my hat fell off. That jersey, it's tantalizing. I'm like, look, I can't even look at the camera because I'm looking at this fucking jersey. That duck is like coming at you. It's coming at you. It's just. Oh.
All right, moving on to the Columbus Blue Jackets jersey. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling kind of epic on this one. It's kind of cool.
I feel like
it's
kind
cool.
of epic, honestly.
If I looked away and then took a quick glance at it, it kind of looks like the Capitals.
Yeah, honestly, those jerseys look really similar.
The logo, I honestly still fuck with it though.
Yeah, I do.
It gets a kind of epic for me.
I agree 100%.
I like that logo a lot. The old school logo is so like unique and shit.
I know.
And
honestly,
it's like what the fuck? But now
the logo now is like. Suck. Honestly, I like this logo better, the Blue Jackets, than the other one they have.
I kind of do. I actually kind of agree with that.
I don't know. The other one's just kind. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's lame, but like it's. I like this one. I like the CBJ
I like
with the stick and everything. I think that's.
I like that. It's rigged. I
agree, man. So moving on to the Leafs one.
Dog shit.
You think dog shit? You think dog shit?
I hate it.
I was gonna say shit.
It's gross.
Dog shit too. I don't think
dog shit. Come on, that shit is so ugly. That shit is so ugly.
It is ugly, but isn't it this worse than the out? We could always move it down, but I think shit for right now.
It isn't as bad as the Islanders jersey.
No, it's not that bad. And before we say anything, don't even.
That's probably my favorite one.
Oh, that jersey's so clean. You know what? I'm gonna put this one on the front because that jersey's
beautiful.
That jersey's so sick. It's such a nice jersey.
Man. It's magnificent.
The best jersey that
God.
Adidas released. Honestly, I'd go so far. This jersey's clean. Oh my God.
That jersey is like when you wake up, like on time, and then it's like you just like get a cup of coffee, and then you walk outside, and there's that like little tiny bit of mist, you know, where it's like kind of misty, and it's just like a vibe. It's like
that's the vibe you're getting from this jersey.
It's like
what
perfect.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. I'm trying to explain the vibes of how nice that jersey is. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's magnificent.
All right, so now everyone got a perfect view of what the vibe that jersey gives off. Let's move on to
kind of epic.
Kind of epic. I'd say it could be better. Yeah, I'd say it could be better.
How?
It just reminds me of Christmas. I'm not here for Christmas.
You know what I wish they did? If they would have changed that green to black, I would be fucking with it a lot.
The black would be dope.
That black and red and the white.
Are you serious?
You don't think so? I don't like the green, man.
The green looks so nice.
Especially the dark green they
Devils
have.
Is so nice. Come on. I'm shocked right now. You guys.
I feel like name with the Devils, your primary colors can't be anything except for red or black.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, where are you getting green? Like when I'm thinking of the Devils,
they used to have like green. They used to have like green.
Green is nice as fuck.
Themes in their colors, like I think they had green pants at one point, but I don't know if they had green jerseys. I'm not sure.
No, they had a green jersey.
They did.
They absolutely had a green jersey.
I don't know. It's kind of could be better.
I'm personally not the biggest fan of it, but I guess I see where you're coming from, Tom.
Whatever, could be better. Okay, Jets. That's a shit.
Me too.
What are you talking
about? Nah, dude. Nah. I'd go the far as I'd go is could be better. This jersey, it's just boring, bro. They just slapped the Jets logo and changed the colors.
It's the old school
that's
Jets
all they
logo
did,
with
bro.
the current color scheme.
Why did they throw back to the Thrashers? They could have ran a fucking Thrashers jersey or some shit.
I don't even know if they were allowed to do that.
They relocated
they could,
from Atlanta.
They could have done it.
They definitely
could have done it.
They were literally the Thrashers. Like Blake Wheeler, he was drafted by the Thrashers. Then he went over to the Jets. He didn't switch teams.
You know who else went?
It's kind of epic for me.
You know who was also drafted by the Thrashers? Zach Bogosian.
That is very true. I think it was third overall as well.
I'm
gonna put it in could be better. I'll middle it out. Eddie, you think kind of epic?
Wow.
Tom thinks shit.
Wow, what a pussy.
I'll even it out. So
Flyers or could be better. I think it could be better.
I agree with you.
There's not that much. Yeah, there's not that much of a change going on.
Honestly, yeah, it's pretty similar to what they have now. It's all right.
Definitely.
I don't hate it, but could have been better.
Most definitely.
Just
real
quick. That jersey's fire.
No,
really? You don't think so? You don't think so?
I'm going kind of epic.
I don't like that you put it up there as fast as you did with Arizona. That's a bit too much. I could say kind of epic.
I really like those
epic.
jerseys. I'll put it in kind of epic, but I fuck with those jerseys. Those jerseys are clean.
It's clean because it's blue and red just like looks good together.
And when you put the Canadians logo, I love that jersey.
It's a nice looking jersey.
I'm content with.
I'm not putting it on the top tier. I'm not putting it on the top tier. I'm not putting it on the same level as those four.
I agree.
I can respect that.
Florida is a kind of epic. I think it's kind of epic.
I'm between these two. Eddie, I'll let you.
I think it's kind of epic.
I think kind of epic because
I'm with it.
Hell yeah.
Not much the design, but like the logo rather. I mean, like the design on the outsides and the bottom, like the sleeves there and everything. I really like that.
No, I'm a big fan. I like the diagonal shit they going on here. The yellow, the red, the white.
I love that logo though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I love the old Panthers logo. No, I
actually hated it. Like at the time, I hated it, and now, like looking back, it's so much better than what they have now.
It is.
Like,
the one they have now
is boring.
It's boring.
It's boring.
I agree. Honestly,
okay, first of all, before we get to Vegas, I just want to say, how the fuck is Vegas, a team that has been around for like 3 years, have a better reverse retro jersey, a throwback jersey than the New York Islanders? It's the fucking fishermen.
It's not saying much, bro. I don't think this jersey is very good.
They're not that great, but I can answer that question for you, Thomas, because more people would care if the Vegas jersey was shit.
Okay, are we thinking shit or could be better?
Shut up, Eddie, you fucking bitch. It could be better. I like the red. I'm a big red guy.
I agree with what.
Okay, I'd personally say shit. I don't like those jerseys at all. I like the other ones they released before this. Those I think like they were white or some shit. Those or silver, whatever. I'm pretty sure those ones were dope. But I'm not the biggest fan of those jerseys? Ones. No. Oh, that's the one they released. No, those ones were terrible. Those were the ones. Those were terrible.
Just said you liked it.
No, but I forgot. I thought they were white, but I was getting confused with their AHL teams. They released jerseys.
Yeah, no, you thought wrong, bitch.
Okay.
I swear, if you don't put this throwback.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one's got. I'm
gonna fly back to New York just to beat the fuck out of you. Thank goodness.
That one is clean. That's such a nice jersey.
Dude, I missed the Hartford Whalers so much. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't. Like, none of us were even like alive for them. But like, I just like want to experience a fucking Hartford Whalers game. Hear the brass
that'd be dope. Yeah.
That would just be the shit.
But yeah, clean jersey. Gonna see the Canes rocking that next season, so that'd be pretty dope. This one I'm shit.
I go shit. Also, did you see that they're gonna wear white pants with those motherfuckers?
Eddie, nah, bro. These jerseys are just so boring, bro. They it's a white plain jersey with the Stars logo and then a star around it.
I like the star design, but I
don't. Eddie, what would you say?
I don't like how much white. I don't like how much white is in that motherfucker.
Could be better. I'd put it at.
I say shit. Tom, did you say shit?
It's shit.
Yeah,
it's shit.
We're gonna keep
absolutely shit.
I do not like this jersey. They've struck out on jerseys. That Stadium Series one that had like the D. that was terrible.
That was terrible.
This sucks.
Also, their alternate, the Gatorade logo, the Monster.
Trash. Those are trash as well.
It's disgusting. I hate it.
They're trash.
Fuck the Stars.
They managed to fuck up a black jersey, which is miraculous.
I don't know why. Stars suck. I just got bad vibes from the Stars. Honestly, I don't know why. I just don't like them.
And with this jersey, I don't know about you boys, but I think this.
That's one of my favorites.
That's my second favorite.
It's definitely epic.
Coyotes is 1. This is 2 for me. That jersey's so nice. Big fan of those jerseys. I like the fucking.
The Oilers better be shit.
I like the shit they got going underneath the Nordiques logo. Like the alt logo, I'm pretty sure it is. I like that. I'm a big fan of that.
I'm in Louisiana right now. I actually know what that motherfucker was. It like the little Saints logo is called. I don't know what it's called though. I'm a loser, I guess.
Yeah, honestly.
What are you gonna do?
You don't belong in fucking Baton Rouge, you motherfucker.
Moving on to the Edmonton Oilers.
What'd you call it?
Hold up. What'd you say?
I know Baton Rouge. Sorry, rather.
Fucking dumbass.
Okay, moving on from that. Edmonton Oilers.
Shit. It's shit.
I'm shit on that. I was gonna say shit. I was gonna say shit. It could be better. Yeah, it's boring.
It's 100% shit. It's 100% shit. 100% shit.
I like the lines they got going under those 3 lines, but besides that, there's just
not much change.
Not much going on here.
Shit. It's 100% shit.
Agreed.
It's kind of fucking epic. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of epic. This one.
I'd go kind of epic could be better because they Pittsburgh they have so like that old Pittsburgh logo they could have thrown back to, like they could have done a lot.
There's something about that diagonal Pittsburgh, man.
Eddie, what do you say?
So what you're saying is So what you're saying is you like jerseys that have words going diagonally across it?
No, not the Rangers. Fuck you, bitch. You're not like luring me into that motherfucking trap.
I'd put it in could be better.
Wow, what a bitch.
Oh man. I feel like Pittsburgh, they had options out there.
It could go either way for me.
Now the Rangers aren't the only team with fucking diagonal letters.
I sincerely couldn't care less.
Yeah, you can. You do. Pussy boy.
All right. Stanley Cup champions, Tampa Bay Lightning. What do we feel about these?
I really don't like it.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to say could be better, but I'd go for shit too. I'd work that.
I would go shit. You know what? It's shit. It's shit.
Actually.
That is a pathetic.
If we're going to put it here, I don't think it's as shit as these jerseys. I think it's a step above.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I'd go could be better, Tom. I respect the shit, though, because it's not a great jersey.
I guess so.
I'm not a fan of the old Tampa logo. I like what they got going now.
Yeah, the script bullshit is just dumb.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
I feel like we kind of have to put this one kind of epic because we compared it so much to the Blue Jackets one.
Most definitely. I love.
I'm all for it.
Honestly, I would go as far to put it to epic. That's just me though, but
I disagree honestly. But
I disagree with the epic, but I do like the jersey. I'd say it's kind of epic.
It's.
I like the old logo.
Kind of epic. I am never going to say
I love that
epic,
logo.
Like ever again after this fucking
kind of epic. You're done with it. I don't think I'll use the word epic after this.
Too many times.
To be fair,
we're using epic so many fucking times. Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's an epic word, but
beat the fuck out of you.
Boston.
I'm flying back to New York on Saturday. I'm beating the fuck out of you.
The Boston Bruins.
That's disgusting.
I vote shit.
I hate it.
I'm
it's
shit.
It's shit.
I'd go shit. I'd go shit.
It is shit. It isn't Islanders bad. It's shit.
And literally the only thing they did was put the Bruins logo on and then throw some stripes in the sleeves.
That shade of yellow.
Oh, it's all they did. Yeah, it's like the National Predators yellow. It's not.
It's fucking mustard yellow.
Hey, hold on. What about
mustard ass yellow?
What about that bear? The Bruins had that bear logo for a little bit. Why couldn't you throw it back to that?
Because the Bruins are uncreative and pathetic. They're from Boston.
Yeah, they literally just used.
Do you know who comes from Boston? Who comes from Boston?
Boston?
Do you think a pathetic loser is going to make a good ass jersey? No, they're not because they suck at everything they do.
To be fair, I don't think the guys that developed this jersey were all from Boston. To be fair,
where do you think they're from? Here's the thing.
I don't know. How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Are you talking about where they were born, Tom, or where they lived?
They have been integrated into Boston society, even if they're not from Boston. They've become
I
part
guess,
of Boston.
or they could just live in like fucking California and just design jerseys. They don't have to live in Boston.
But here's the thing. If that's the case, they were like, okay, we got to design the jersey for a pathetic loser. Like they imagine it as we need a pathetic loser from Boston to wear this jersey, and we need him to look bad. So they did that. You know, it's perfect for Boston because it sucks like Boston.
The argument you're arriving at is that tied for the Rocket Richard Award, David Pastrnak is a pathetic loser.
Pasta though is actually going to be a free agent soon, which means maybe he's going to come to the Islanders.
You guys can't even sign Barzal. What the fuck are you talking about?
We're going to sign Barzal. Maybe if we're lucky, you can get David Pastrnak.
I don't know. Just move on.
Moving on.
Epic.
Maybe.
Epic.
Epic and a half.
That
epic and a half.
jersey is fucking clean, bro. I'm so glad they
Lakers
brought
colors.
back. Yeah, dude, it's
Lakers,
so clean.
Lakers colors,
So
LSU
clean.
colors, go Tigers. Actually, no, not right now. Let me retract that. In the news right now, LSU was apparently aware of sexual assault cases and they didn't care. Fuck that bullshit. LSU, that's bad. Fuck LSU.
Agreed. I couldn't agree
I'm
more.
here to talk about hockey. Why are we talking about sexual assault at LSU?
Because the jerseys look like the same color palette as LSU.
Speaking about this being an epic, I think we can go throw this Buffalo Sabres one an epic as well. I don't know about you guys.
It's so clean.
It's
Tom,
not.
you're
It's
clean.
straight capping.
Nah, bro.
Epic.
That's such a nice
I
jersey,
had the best
bro.
outfit, and when I'm the only one who knows fucking drip. I'm the only one who knows like drip though too. You see this fucking?
Nah, bro. You're
See
bugging.
this
This
drip real
jersey's
quick?
fresh, bro. That's a
I'm
fresh
dripping
jersey.
the fuck out right now.
Buffalo needs.
Fresh
They
as
need
fuck.
something. Buffalo
nice,
needs
but I
something,
would-
man. They've been so bad for so long that they finally got a good jersey. So good for Buffalo.
They gotta keep the fans interested.
Exactly.
You
And
think-
before we
You
even
think a jersey?
Next up, we have the Detroit
No.
Red Wings practice jerseys.
I don't
Dog
think
shit.
It's as bad as the
bro,
Islanders.
they have to be
It's
dog
awful.
shit,
That's
bro.
100%
It's
is.
awful.
They have to be
They're
dog
disgusting.
shit.
They are disgusting.
They
I hate
literally,
them.
it's a white jersey with a gray line and the fucking Red Wings logo.
It's
That's literally all it is.
Someone
But-
handed the fucking
Boring.
lead. Someone handed the lead manager
But-
of marketing to the Red Wings like a sheet of paper, like with like a little jersey on it, like, and he just color it in as to what he wants on it. He fucking forgot about just put
He forgot,
two
yeah.
gray lines on the sleeves. They're like, here, Gary, here, and then he's just like,
I was like, then he's like, I wanted you to give it to me when you're done. Like, you have to finish. Oh, it is done. Oh.
It definitely felt rushed. It felt rushed, and it's sad. It's
I
pathetic.
don't know what it feels.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
feels like literally nothing.
I hope they're
But
gonna
here's
wear.
the-
I hope they're gonna wear red pants with it.
It's like an ESHL
Like-
level 1 fucking club's jersey.
Not even because they don't even have logos on it. Like this is like.
I mean,
Oh my
Look,
god, dude.
I mean, I would say the worst jersey though, still the Islanders though.
no, it is.
Detroit. Yeah,
Detroit's
is
they're a
awful.
very close second.
Fuck.
They're a
No,
close
not
second.
very close. They're
I
close.
don't think
not
so.
very
It's a
They're
close. It's a close second. Not
They're
very
close,
close.
they're not
It's
very
a it's a
close.
close second. The Islanders
They're- like,
jersey,
they're
it's,
like-
it doesn't look bad. It's
I
just
hate it.
like it's exactly what they have now, which kind of
It is quite
Ruins it.
possibly the most disappointing jersey in NHL history. Simple as that. I don't think I've ever been more disappointed by a jersey, like ever. It's just.
I'd agree, honestly. So here's our final. Is there any change you guys want to make? Moving anything down, moving anything up? I honestly, I
feel
think we
like-
nailed it.
I
mean,
feel like
there is. You
no,
guys
no,
aren't
no,
gonna
no,
listen to me,
I'm gonna be
though.
honest.
I'm not
I feel
moving.
like
I'm
there's
not
almost
moving the
like too many
stars, and I'm
epic-
not moving the Jets up.
I almost feel like there's too many in Epic. Like we should like move one down.
I'd say
Is
the
it
blue.
like-
I'd say the Blues, if
There's not-
anything. I'd say the
There's
Blues
not a-
one. We move
Well,
down.
wait, time out. There's not like a limit of how many.
No, there's not.
I
But,
know.
but comparing the
There's-
Blues,
there's, like, if you're-
comparing the Blues to all of these, I feel like we should move the Blues down. No disrespect to St. Louis. I like their jerseys. They're dope. But I feel like
I love
I think
St.
you're disrespecting.
I would say
St.
the
Louis.
Sabres don't deserve to be there.
I
And I say-
disagree.
I mean,
I
meant
disagree with
Buffalo.
that.
I would say the Sabres don't deserve to be there. But
The
fuck it, I
Ducks-
guess
the
we
Ducks should be moved
If
down.
we
My voice
if
cracked.
we can't agree, we should just keep it then.
I agree. I don't
Tom
hate this
said.
list. I don't hate this list. So here's our final
Okay.
rankings of the new NHL reverse
Wow.
retro jerseys.
Wow, what a lovely experience that was. To just
I'm Tom.
cheer
I'm
the jerseys. Whether they were epic, kind of epic, could be better, shit, dog shit. Just it was just a lovely. Did you guys have so much fun? Wasn't it so
I
much
did.
fun?
I'm so glad you didn't oversleep this time, Tom. See how much fun we're having?
Here's the thing.
Hmm.
Sleep deprivation is a real problem, okay? Kids watching at home, adults watching at home, women watching at home, transgenders watching at home, men watching at home. If you're watching, if there's anyone watching, sleep deprivation is a real problem, okay? Just respect your sleep schedule, okay? That's the most important message.
On that
There you
note,
go.
Tom, would you like to segment us?
On that
into
note.
our-
Oh my
Next
goodness!
segment.
Wait a minute! It is currently November, the middle of November. We are a week away from Thanksgiving. Less than a week away from Thanksgiving. Oh wait, no, we're like a week and like 2 days. My bad. But like, wait a minute! Why is there no hockey being played right now? Ethan, Does Pierre LeBron have an update? I need Pierre LeBron to have an update. I'm just so scared.
Thankfully for you, Tom, Pierre LeBron does have an update, and I'm going to read it for you guys right now. So Pierre LeBron tweeted out today, November 17th. So this is going to go out the 18th, so we're a day off. So Pierre LeBron tweeted out, NHL/NHLPA continue to hammer away in daily calls, trying to put together a plan for the 21 season. The 16-player return to play committee has convened nearly every day over the past week, but internally, not with the NHL. The NHL/NHLPA communication remains at the higher levels. Both sides, as of today, still hope for a January 1st puck drop. We'll see. And the cup awarded by July 15th at the latest, hopefully sooner. Most of the conversation between both sides have focused on 60-plus games. All Canadian division remains a thing for obvious reasons. So if there's early January puck drop, that means getting this done by the end of the month. As we saw in the spring/summer, these things can drag out. But the hope is if there's an agreement within the next 7 to 10 days. But we'll see if talks take a snag or not. And I'll read the committee for you guys because he tweeted this out. So the 16 players in the committee are David Backes, Darren Helm, David Savard, Justin Falk, Lars Eller, Sam Gagner, Justin Advocator, Ian Cole, Zach Hyman, Ron Hainsey, Claude Giroux, Ryan DeZingle, Andrew Copp, Alex Biega, Chris Kreider, the goalie runner, and Mark Scheifele.
There we go.
All right.
By the way, fuck you.
Jeez.
Kreider's not a goalie runner.
All right. So what do we have to take away from these tweets here? So
Here's my biggest takeaway. The NHL is so they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They have some idea, but they're like what the fuck are we doing? That's right.
You know what? I think
have no idea what
To be
doing.
fair, it's hard.
No, it is hard. You know what I think
the NBA is already back.
No. That's what I'm gonna get to. The main problem here is that some teams are in Canada and some teams are in the U.S. And I feel like that's a problem because the way it is now, obviously there's Canadian teams sprinkled into all the divisions. So with that, when you come into the United States, you have to quarantine for 14 days. You can't have teams quarantining for 14 days and coming in and out of the United States. It's just not going to work.
My fucking mask. I need my mask.
Okay. So
and you know what else? It's the coronavirus is spiking again. If it gets back up to a point where it was a little while ago, before
stay safe.
Summer started, it's gonna be fucking the borders are closed. You can't leave the country.
So what Pierre LeBron kind of hinted at, which we've kind of been rumored out for a little bit, is an all-Canadian team division. So that meaning they take all the Canadian teams, throw them into a division, so they all play each other, so they don't have to leave Canada, which I think is most likely at this point. But honestly, it could stir some what's the word for it? Unpredictable results.
I'm gonna be honest. It may be the best possible solution.
I think it is. But also, how does it work?
It's time to kick Canada out of hockey.
If they're
about time.
Okay, I can't.
Yeah. Thank you.
I just if it's bad. If they're only versing the Canadian teams, so
what is Ottawa getting fucking pegged every other night?
Like that. I don't like that.
Come on,
they have to do it. They have to do it.
They have to do it.
It's gonna kill competition.
I wouldn't say kill competition, but they're gonna be playing the same. They're gonna play each other for what? They're gonna there's 7 Canadian teams.
Sucks.
There's 7 Canadian teams, correct? Am I missing one?
One in every 6 games, right? 1 in every 7 games for a Canadian team is going to be against the fucking shitty ass Ottawa Senators.
Exactly. But
that's a freebie.
Figure we play 60 games. Let's go with. So there's 7 teams in the Canadian division. You're playing the Senators 10 or around 10 times. That's a freebie. Those are freebie points. No disrespect to the Ottawa Senators, but every team in Canada is better than the Ottawa Senators.
I hope they do too. I really hope they prove us wrong.
Dude, I hope they go and win that fucking division. Honestly, bro. But I see it unlikely.
Galchenyuk pots 40.
Yeah, exactly. Galchenyuk fucking 40 goal scorer. Bobby, I forgot he left. Never mind.
Oh boy.
Who else on? I don't even know who else on that team. A lot of shitters, but.
He's like, fuck you, Chuckin Muffins!
I hope back to his original. I really hope they do that. But
Eugene Melignac's gonna fucking be like, yes, my team. Also, fuck Eugene Melnick.
Nah, fuck that guy. He's honestly one of the worst people in hockey. Like nobody likes that guy. Eugene, if you want to hop on the podcast and explain yourself, we'd be more than happy to help you. But
yeah,
I find that unlikely.
I'd be so honored, Eugene, to meet you on the podcast, talk about hockey with you.
You literally just said "fuck that guy." Like, not
I will kiss your ass so much. Call you the best owner in professional sports. I will do whatever you want, honestly, and whatever you want.
All right, so Eugene, if you're watching, send us a DM.
That was bad.
Twitter, message us. Doesn't matter. Do whatever. But how do you see the season resuming for the targeted date, January 1st? Do you think that's likely or unlikely?
I mean, the NBA is coming back December 22nd. I don't want to use the NBA as like.
No, but it is a comparison. It is.
I basically have to. So if the NBA is coming back December 22nd, shit, man. The NHL could absolutely come back.
No, they can.
All the way.
But there's another slight problem.
How inept is that organization and shit like that? That's working up top. I don't know.
Exactly. There's another one thing to
it. They seem in over their head, Ethan.
There are 7 teams.
What is it?
So, and I don't know what month it was. Whenever the NHL returned, there was a 24-team playoff. So that means 7 teams were excluded from the play-in. That means they didn't get a camp. They didn't get all of that. So it's already a known fact that those 7 teams that didn't make the play-in, I know the Sharks are one of them. So they're going to get extra time. They're going to get more. They're going to get a week extra or whatever it's going to be. They're a week extra prep. So they have to prepare for that as well. So realistically speaking, training camp lasts what? You'd say 2 weeks, I'd say. So they need 3 weeks of camp. And then whatever happens around Christmas, I don't know how that happens. If they go back, because it's such an awkward time. Because if they start camp in December, are they going to go home for the holidays, or they just say fuck you guys and you're playing through Christmas and shit? I don't know how that's going to work. Because if they go home, they're going to have to quarantine again. You get what I'm saying? So it's a tricky situation. I don't know what they want to do exactly. Maybe
they could just start it midway through January.
They could, yeah.
I heard the original thing I heard
January 1st, maybe.
That's what I heard. Yeah, the original thought was
so those 7 teams maybe start camp January 1st, and then the other teams join in I don't know, mid or early January, and then maybe resume end to mid February, January. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. We're just completely speculating when we're talking about this. So I don't know. What do you guys think is most likely? Do you think we're resuming January 1st?
It's possible.
I'd say no. I'm gonna go no.
I'm gonna say no, just because again, the virus is probably gonna re-spike up to what it was originally.
And especially if we're all playing, if all of these professional sports is back, and no one's in bubbles, because you can't do a full season in bubbles. You just can't. It's not practical. No, you can't. You can't
because they're gonna compare the NHL the fucking army. You're not gonna see your family for
and it's not worth it.
Months and months and months and months.
It's not fair to the players. It's just not. So it's unrealistic. So realistically, how many games you guys think could be
to be a 40
play next season? What's up?
I would say 41. It's going to be 41.
41. I think that's low. I think that's too low.
You're capping. That's ridiculous. It's going to be at least I don't see it being below 60.
I agree. We're at a super uncertain time right now.
No, you're right. But you just I feel like NBA, that's not enough. That's not enough games.
16-game season. NBA, that's 72. I'm probably going to do another 24-team tournament, though.
I feel like after this, I'd say we won't get 82-game seasons anymore for the NHL. I feel like it's too long, honestly. I think a 70 to 60-game season is more practical. Because you just see how many teams, how many injuries we get over the course of a year and how it screws over teams. And, I don't know. It's maybe too much wear and tear. Maybe they want to shorten the season. You don't want it being as long. You want the couple earlier. So, I don't know. Maybe they shorten games. I don't know what happens next year and beyond because we don't even know what's happening this year. So,
I have to say, they fuck his internet's bad. Because he just said maybe they're going to shorten games. What the fuck? That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I don't know, man. It's all speculation. We'll see what happens. But if we were to take a vote, do we say likely to resume January 1st? I'd say no. Eddie, you said no too, right?
No.
So we're all going no. Okay. So there's
We're all
that.
going no. So Ethan, you're a Sharks fan, right? Although right now you are a Zach Bogosian fan, but you're a Sharks fan, right?
That is correct. Yes.
So is there anything going on with the arena? As an Islanders fan, I actually, for the first time in so long, I don't have any like problems.
Yeah.
You know, because I have an arena being built, but
Belmont's being built, ready by, is it 2021 or 2022? 2022?
Next season. Chilling out.
Okay, so good for you guys.
Can't wait, but for you, Ethan,
not very good for us.
What's happening with the SAS Center, or the fuck it's called?
SAP Center. SAP Center. It's all good.
You know what? Here's the thing. It's irrelevant. Let's do a fucking microwave.
Okay, so Sharks Arena. They've been playing there for years. It's been the home of the Sharks for many years. SAP Center, it's a pretty big arena, too. There's a lot of concerts and shit there, a lot of shows. So it's pretty popular. And sort of what the Sharks are kind of concerned about here is the town is taking away their parking and they're like cutting the highway in like half, basically. So the highway right now that leads to the SAP Center, I'm not from San Jose, so I'm speaking from whatever, right, online and shit. So it's a 4-lane highway. And it's already pretty mobbed and shit. Like, it's already, like, really hard to get in the games. Like, there's a lot of traffic. And they're apparently cutting it to 2 lanes. So they're going to make it a 2-lane highway, which is also going to cause problems with Sharks games for mostly anything at the SAP Center because you're taking away half the highway. So, obviously, there's going to be more cars stuck on the road. So that's one problem. Another problem they have is Google coming in, building, like, a huge-ass building. They're taking some of the parking away from the Sharks, and like there's really nothing they can do about it. So I'm gonna read some quotes from the Sharks president on this. So I love
the Sharks to try and combat fucking Google of all companies.
Yeah, right. So I think by the end of 2021, this will be decided one way or another. So by the end of 2021, we will know if the Sharks are moving or if they're staying at SAP Center, which is pretty good information. I'm gonna be
honest.
What's up?
I think they should move. San Jose is a small market. It's right.
No,
it's in the Bay Area.
I don't think it is
move
a small market.
San Francisco.
I don't.
You have San Francisco right there. Pull the Warriors and go to San Francisco.
If anyone's gonna move in California, if anyone's gonna leave, it's the Ducks. I don't see it being between San Jose and the Kings.
I don't think it's either of those 3 teams.
I don't see the Ducks.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
They're not gonna move out of state. They're not gonna do a complete reband. It'd just be moving to a different building somewhere else in San Jose, somewhere else in that like remote area. But it's just kind of it's interesting because not every team goes through problems like this. Sort of another projection that I want to read to you from the president, not president of the United States, president of Sharks organization. In 2040, 60% of all trips will be by car. So a big question of how people are going to get in and out. Not sure where they're going to park. So in 2040, as a projection, 60% of people going to Sharks games are going to go by car. Where are they going to park if they're losing parking spots? If they're losing, I think they're losing either 2 or 3 whole lots. Well, how is that going to be sustainable?
I'm gonna be honest. That projection is probably bullshit.
I got that from the president of the Sharks organization. It didn't come out of me. They have information none of us have.
Was it the mayor of San Jose? Was it the mayor of San Jose? Was it the governor of California? I don't think so.
But it was the president of the Sharks organization who has connections to the mayor of San Jose, which I might get to. I don't think. What's up?
But they got 20 years to
Exactly. No, it's a projection. That's what I'm saying. It could be easily be wrong, but it's a projection that they.
I would say
you're that confident on the little information you know.
I'm so
You've
confident.
never even been to California. You're that confident that 60% of people will not drive the Sharks games by car. You're that confident?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess Tom knows everything about parking and everything.
You don't see me laughing.
Tom.
You don't see me laughing.
Hmm.
I'm so confident.
Okay.
I'm so confident.
Tom knows everything, guys. So
I do. I know everything about.
I want to get to. So another thing about the arena. So they're still investing into the SAP Center, which may lead to like them not wanting to move. Maybe they work something out where they can stay there. They find more parking somewhere. They get parking back. I don't know how it works, but like they just redid the ice. Like they just redid the whole ice surface like this offseason. Like currently as we're speaking, they're doing the ice, or it's done, just finished, something like that. But they just did it, or they're doing it now. So I don't know. I find that just, interesting. Figured what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna make it work. I think they're gonna stay. But even if anything does happen, it's not gonna be like an Atlanta Thrashers, Hartford Whalers type of thing. They're not gonna like move and everything. They're gonna move to a different location in San Jose. So moving on from that, Tom, if you want to segment us into
the grand finale, if you will. So the NHL just recently released a list of their top 20 centers in the NHL. So here at the podcast, we were like, shit, let's make our own list. So here we are.
Do me a favor, Ethan?
Yeah, I'm pulling that up right now.
Yeah. But I want you to pull that fan list up first.
Do you really want me to pull the fan list up first?
I do. I need to have a good laugh.
Wait, let me guess. They're gonna have Sidney Crosby number 1 on it. They're gonna have
it's even worse than that. It's even worse than that.
That's me off, Tom.
They're gonna have Jonathan Tate.
Tom, I want you to take a look at the top 10 and tell me what you see wrong with what the fan list has.
Tom, who is the mispitting? Who is off in this list?
Whoa! What the fuck is Kevin Hayes doing number 6? I'm honestly okay with most of everything else. Matt Barzal number 8 is lovely. I mean, I will support that.
Bugging.
The ends of the earth.
Bugging.
Maybe it's a bit high. Maybe it's a bit high, but I'm not gonna debate that.
There's a lot of names.
Being at 5 is okay with you. That's not even okay with me.
So
there's a lot of names very high. Nah, Bergeron, that's bugging, bro. Bergeron is not the fourth best.
I like the top 4. Zibanejad is high. Hayes is so unbelievably high. He's like fucking like 20 fucking like he's like Snoop Dogg high right now. He's like Snoop Dogg high right now. That's how fucking high he is right now. Point is low. Barzy high. Couturier high. Matthews low. So fuck the fans, honestly.
Yeah, no, this fan list is
you guys are idiots.
I don't hate 11 through 20 as much as I hate 1 through
low.
Fucking 10.
Low.
Yeah,
Peterson,
exactly.
I like Peterson.
Pedersen's rated low. Taves is too high. Aho's pretty well ranked. Backstrom's a little high.
Slightly too high. Barkov is low.
Nah, Barkov's well rated. Kopitar shouldn't be on the list.
Kuznetsov is okay. What?
Kopitar shouldn't be on the list is what I just said.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I don't know.
All right, so moving on to the list that actually matters now. not the one we get a good laugh at. So, honestly, I think this list is pretty well made. Like, this might be one of the better ones they've made so far.
No, yeah, a lot of my things were
this is like I only have one player that wasn't on this list, and he was at 20. So, like, good on NHL Network. Very good list. But what I disagree with, I think Barkov's a little high. What else do I think? O'Reilly's a tad bit high, but it's not disrespect to O'Reilly. I just think there's better players than him.
I'm going to be completely honest.
Stamkos is low.
I did not look at this list. When I made my list, I did not look at this list because I didn't want to be influenced by like outside forces,
Okay.
I wanted it to be my list.
All right.
Out of I know.
Tom, do you have a list made?
Oh, are you kidding me? Do I have a list made?
Yeah.
Fuck. Am I in Louisiana right now? Is the Islanders jersey fucking awful? Of course I have a fucking list. Would you like to hear my list 1 through 20?
Not right now because we're not done talking about 1 through 10.
Oh, man.
That plus I'd like to hear 20 through 1. But anyway, shut up. Ethan, continue.
Bitch. What a fucking clown show is this shit?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Zibanejad's high.
That's cap.
He's too high.
Cap.
You're going to tell me that he's better than Jack Eichel?
That's the fan list.
My bad. So Jack Eichel's there. So I meant to go that way. Steven Stamkos. He's not better than Stamkos.
It's hard to tell. Stamkos is always injured. And even when Zibanejad is injured, he comes back and he was a top 3 scorer this year, and he was.
But I want to show you something to why Mika Zibanejad. Actually, no, we're gonna get to that when we start doing lists. So I'm not gonna make my argument now. So how about we jump into our list now, boys? So you want to do how we did last time, Eddie? We'll name off our 20, and we'll go from 19, 18, and all above. And Tom, you'll just join in with us.
Yeah, this pod's going like pretty long though. We got 3 people. We should probably just kind of fire through them really fast, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna fire through my list so fast. It's ridiculous.
All right, boys. Okay, let's start off with number 20. Who you guys got? Tom, you go first, and Eddie, then I'll go.
We got Nicholas Backstrom.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. Do you want to back?
Okay, wait. All right.
Argument or?
Yeah, let's hear your reasoning, Tom.
Well,
quick reasoning.
Backstrom is a very solid player. Now he's obviously past his prime, but he's still a very productive offensive player. And I still think, although he isn't as good as he used to be, he's still a very good player.
I agree, Eddie.
Okay. Ethan, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about when I'm finishing my explanation. And this is considered a huge reach, considering he's not even in the top 20 for either the fan list or the regular list. But let me explain why. This person was dealt the absolute worst hand any player could have been dealt. He was recently named a leader of his team. Everyone on the team got fucking hurt. And and even with all these injuries and everything, he still actually produced, and he actually played really good defensively as a center. I have Logan Couture on the Sharks at number 20. I promise.
Shit, Eddie!
If you give him a good team around him,
this funny. Oh my god!
If you put a good team around him, I promise Logan Couture is a top 20 center.
I agree with you. He was very bad. I feel like Hurdle's also in that conversation. I don't think he's there yet. I don't think Couture is a top 20 center right now, just based off the year that all those guys had. They were terrible.
But no, exactly. Not the season.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, he had the worst hand dealt. Exactly. Worst hand dealt to him. Absolute worst.
Yep. So moving on to my pick at number 20, I'm gonna agree with Mr. McDougal. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the screen share. So I'm gonna agree with Mr. McDougal. I have Nicholas Backstrom.
Really?
Tom was right.
I just feel so honored.
Yeah,
I feel so honored right now.
Tom was right. He's past his prime. He's not the player he used to be, but he's still an unreal passer, unreal vision. He's got a great eye for the game. I think he's worthy of a top 20 center, in my opinion. So, Tom, would you like to move on to your number 19?
Okay, my number 19 pick. He is El Capitan of a team who exceeded all expectations last year. In 69 games, he had 53 points. His plus minus not very good, but we all know that stat not quite the great evaluator of talent. I got Bo Horvat of the Vancouver Canucks.
Okay, I like that. He was an honorable mention for me. He was close. Well. I'd say he was top 25 for me. So I don't hate him being a 19 for you.
That's fair.
Eddie, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just piss off Tom real quick. 19, I have Matt Barzal. Literally, I understand he's a strong skater and everything, but without Tavares, he's not what people made it seem like he was gonna be a top 10 center. Which realistically, maybe with Tavares and everything like that on the team, but now he's not. He's 19. I can name 18 players better than him at center.
Okay. Number 19, I have Conn Smythe winner from 2 years ago, Ryan O'Reilly. He might be a little low for me. It's not because I like Ryan O'Reilly. He thinks he's a great player. He's a Selke candidate year in, year out. Outstanding defensively, and his offensive games, no slouch either. He's so good. But I just think there's 18 players better than Ryan O'Reilly, and that's no disrespect to him, but I got him at number 19 on my list. Tom, 18.
Number 18, I got defensive stud. He was one of the leaders of one of the better teams in NHL until the fucking Islanders thrashed them maybe in the playoffs. I got Sean Couturier.
That's low.
Low?
Yeah.
Shit.
He's so underrated, man. For me,
he's very underrated. He's very underrated. You're going to hear my list and you're going to be like, oh, okay. I get it. I understand. I understand
we'll
where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Back it up. Why is he at 18?
Why is he at 18?
Yeah.
I just believe he's awesome. Mm-hmm. But there is so much good depth at the center position right now in the NHL that, he is so, the difference between, him and, 12 is, it's so small.
No, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
List,
like
opinion.
12 through like 19 is completely interchangeable.
Yeah,
I'd respect any argument. Eddie, what about you? What you got?
Okay. I have the the baby man himself. You super young boy, Elias Pettersson. He's probably going to be higher on the list.
Wow.
He's too young to tell.
He's a lot higher for me.
Yeah.
I think just based on either production or defensive stat, there are players way better than he is. I could see why you think it's low, but I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't see him being that good compared to everyone else in front of him.
Okay. Number 18, I got Matt Barzal. I really wanted to get him higher on the list, but like once again, dude, 12 through like 19 is completely interchangeable. I wanted to get him like 14, 13, but it just didn't work out. So I had to push it back to 18. No disrespect to Matt Barzal. I don't agree with Eddie at all, honestly, when he's saying he was all without Tavares. I still think Matt Barzal is an outstanding forward, but I kind of feel like he's trapped in a defensive system where he does not get to show his complete offensive skill and capabilities.
Right. No, yeah.
Which I think he's probably an 80 to 90 point player in another system, giving him like talent that he can actually sort of work with. I don't want to completely diss the Islanders wingers. They got some decent ones.
Sorry, wait. Did Eddie whisper something? I'm sorry, Eddie.
He said Nashville, as in
wow, what a pathetic loser.
Inferencing and offer sheet, which I also
see.
see.
You should be ashamed, Eddie, of saying it. Honestly.
Why should I be ashamed of saying that?
Because he's staying with the Islanders.
Certainly doesn't look like it given the current cap situation.
Islanders have to make a move. But let's not get too far off course here because we're talking about centers, not the Islanders. Back to what I was saying about Barzal. He could be higher. I respect. I know, Tom, you're going to have him higher. He's still got room to grow. Hopefully he can actually show his offensive capabilities. And yeah, he's number 18 for me.
Okay, wait. We're not going to say anything about it, Tom. I just want an answer. Is Matt Barzal in the top 10 on your list?
No.
Okay, good. Okay. No. Moving on to 17.
All right. It's not because as a surprise, but I'm a massive believer in this player. He's on Columbus, Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Okay.
I am a massive believer in Pierre-Luc Dubois. I think he's an excellent defender. He's still so young, and he still has a lot of potential. And on a team that doesn't have that much offense, like when you look at around him, yes, he has Cam Atkinson, but he doesn't have Panarin anymore.
Nah, Cam Atkinson wasn't even good last year. You can't even say that.
I mean, he's producing at a decent level. 49 points in 70 games is nice. And I believe that he still has that other gear he can go to. I'm excited
give him a winger. Give him any good winger, and that kid, he'll be like point per game almost. And Columbus they're more of a defensive team also, so take that into account too.
I like Dubois a lot.
I respect that. He wasn't on my honorable mentions. I almost put him, but I'd say for me he's like top 27. That's where I'd have him, but I respect the argument. Appreciate it. Eddie, moving on to your 17.
All right, so I probably should have mentioned this because you kept saying it pretty much. Numbers 19 through, I want to say 13 are all interchangeable just because they either bring to the table good offensive production or good defensive or just a mixture of both. And I would literally take any of these guys at whatever spot you give me. So at 17, because he's similar to a few people in front of him, I have Sean Couturier. You say he's low, but again, they're literally all so interchangeable that I pretty much kind of rank them the same. His defensive play is like unreal. He actually won the Selke this year, which I didn't even realize. But and he also just produces as well. I think every time I watch a game involving the Flyers, the analysts are always just focusing on Sean Couturier. They don't even fucking care about Giroux or Voracek anymore. That's just about Couturier, which rightfully so. I mean, he clearly deserves the attention with his defensive skill along with his offensive production.
Yeah, I agree. I think Couturier is so good. I love his defensive game, but moving on to my 17. And is this going to stir the pot? At 7, Eddie, no one can talk. Let me talk. Don't interrupt me. At 17, I have Mika Zibanejad. Once I said before, 12 through 19, completely interchangeable. He's good. He's higher for most of you guys, but let me back up my argument now. Last season, Mika Zibanejad shooting percentage was 19.7. The 2 years before that was 12.7. Do you think Mika Zibanejad's going to shoot 19.7 again next season? Do you think he's going to?
Honestly, I'd be shocked if it was.
Do you think he's going to get back to that level? I'd say no.
He's going to ball the fuck out next year because he has Panarin next to him.
I disagree. No, he doesn't.
He has who next to him? What'd you say?
Panarin. But Panarin's not next to him, which is cap. Oh. It's not true.
He's not, especially because Strome's coming back. Very likely not.
They're on the power play together. But still.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
He had a great season. I'm not going to take that away from him. But you know who he kind of reminds me of in a little bit of a way? William Karlsson. Super high shooting percentage, had an awesome year, was fantastic, 40-something goals. He's still a great player, still fantastic, just not what he was that one year. I like Mika Zibanejad. I think he's a great player.
I think Mika's awesome.
But he's
I'm a fucking Islanders fan.
He's never going to replicate those numbers again. He will never. No disrespect to him. He's just not going to.
I think he has a chance to do it, honestly. All right, my turn.
No. 16. I want to hear Eddie. Do you want to disagree with me at all or no?
Wow, I just got fucking.
Yeah, do you want me to do it now or do you want me to do it when I get to Mika on my list?
Just do it now. We're talking Mika now.
So let me ask, where do you get the audacity to say he's not going to have a season replicated to this one?
Because he shot 19.7.
Okay, and?
No one shoots 19.7 consistently. You don't.
Because Zibanejad did.
No, you did for 1 year. For 1 year he did. Will he do it next year? No, he will not.
He honestly, dude, he had fucking 40 goals in 57 games.
That's all. That's great. Unreal. That's unreal. Will he do it next year? No, he won't. Because he's not going to shoot 19.7.
Why not?
You can't shoot 19.7 your fucking career. You can't. That's impractical numbers. Ovi doesn't even shoot 19.7. Greatest goal scorer of all time. He doesn't shoot 19.7.
To be fair, Mika had a lot less games played. If it's based on like games played and shots and everything,
it's based on shots. It's shooting percentage.
His shooting percentage would be a lot lower if he finished the season. He missed like several games due to injury.
That's not true. If retro speaking,
good point.
If he were to keep playing 20 games, his production in theory wouldn't drop. So his shooting percentage would stay the same. So you're saying his production would drop if he played more games. That's what you're telling me.
I'm not saying it would drop. I'm just saying his shooting percentage wouldn't be as high.
That's what I'm saying. His shooting percentage is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous shooting percentage. You cannot shoot that fucking much over the course of your career.
That good. And NHL
but he's not. He's never. You know who did that 1 year? William Karlsson. Okay, we'll just see next year. We'll have to see how next year plays out. So, Tom, move on to your 17.
All right, number 16 on my list. He is the most promising young player in the NHL. He is the young stud of the next up and coming team in the NHL. He is
I'm gonna hit you
the most bad. No homo, most handsome man in the NHL.
I will take that.
He is. I am jealous of this man in every way. I will sim for this man.
Just fucking say his name, motherfucker.
It's you motherfucking Barzal, baby. You know the Islanders. He's 16. I would not be shocked if he moves into the top 10 by the end of next year.
I would say the next year, but I wouldn't be surprised the next
like 5 years. Enough said.
Okay. You really backed up your point there, man. He's gonna break in the top 10 next year.
Let Crosby, Bergeron, and Malkin retire, and then maybe he'll get there.
I need to back it up. Enough said. Matt Barzal. He's the fucking stud of the century. Okay. I love Matt Barzal so much.
Okay.
He just.
What are we on, 16?
We are on 16.
Yes, seriously.
All right, I have the man who raised Barzal and is better than Barzal. John Tavares, again, literally pretty much 19 through 12 is interchangeable. Tavares, I don't really like his offensive production compared to like how like
he just said raised Barzal.
Like if that makes sense, like a lot of people make it seem like he's the greatest like thing to happen to the Islanders organization sometimes.
You say raised Barzal.
Hold up. To be fair, nothing really good happened to the Islanders organization.
He had 60 points in 63 games.
He had 47 goals the year before
Fair
that.
Enough. As a center, his defensive game isn't very good. He had 47 giveaways compared to 35 takeaways, but maybe if he improved on that, he would be higher on the list.
Keep it coming. Keep this JT slander coming. I love it.
But Yeah, I have him at 16, and I don't know if he'll be any higher anytime soon. Like I said before, Barzal, Pedersen, they're easily going to be higher within.
Yeah, all these guys have room to grow. Tavares is kind of he's at his
Tavares,
prime.
I don't see him growing.
Yeah,
and he has big years too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to move on to my 16. I have Alexander Barkov. I think Barkov. Everyone hyped him up as this unreal defensive player. He's so good. He's so underrated. I don't want to say he's like overrated now, but he's kind of overrated. When you say someone's underrated for so many years, they're not underrated anymore. So when people think of Barkov as like a top 10 center, I disagree because he's not even that great defensively anymore. His point production is still there, but it's really like it's all right. I just like once again. 12 through 19, they're interchangeable. He could be 12, he could be 19. I have him like basically right in the middle at 16, so that's where I have Barkov. Tom, if you want to get inside the top 15 now.
Top 15?
Yes, sir.
I would be so honored to say my pick 15. It is. So this man, you know what? Guess the player.
Okay.
71 games last year.
I honestly prefer you just said his name. I mean,
hold on, let me guess about the points.
Boy. He had 29 goals, 44 assists, 73 points, plus minus of positive 2. And this man played in the Western Conference.
Do you have Mark Scheifele that low?
Yay! You got
that was the best fucking reaction you could have had to that, Ethan. That was so funny.
I do have him low.
Do you really have Mark Scheifele that fucking low before saying anything?
I do have him that low.
I was looking at my list and I was like, I was like, oh my God, really?
Actually, is super low, actually. Yeah, explain yourself.
Explain myself. Okay. I'm not a big believer in Mark Scheifele. He gets injured a lot. And I don't see him as the lead. He's not that much of a leader. He's a skilled offensive player. I'm not a big fan of his defense. And I've been waiting. I've wanted to see him take that like next step into superstardom, and it's almost like he's like teetered out, like for the past like 2-3 years, sort of teetered out, stayed at this like great center level, but not like top 10 in my opinion. Because like what have they done the past 2 years? They've
been mediocre. The Jets, they've been mediocre.
They've fallen. And
since they went to the Western Conference Finals, 3 years ago, they've just been mediocre.
Scheifele hasn't taken that next step.
Mm-hmm. All right, I don't agree, but I can respect your argument. So, Eddie, if you want to move into your number 15 pick.
15, we're getting a bit better with offensive production, but defensive, just absolutely ridiculous. Should be the next captain of the St. Louis Blues, Ryan O'Reilly. 61 points, 71 games. But I'm really looking at the takeaway to giveaway ratio. 69 takeaways, nice, and 22 giveaways. Third in Selke votes. That's ridiculous. Those numbers alone are just completely unreal. I think he shows great leadership too and everything. I think if anyone on that team gets captain that isn't O'Reilly, I'm going to be very confused, to say the least. Just in terms of skill and in leadership.
No, you're right. It should be O'Reilly. Maybe you should plug it in, Tom. But I
don't do that.
My 15 is John Tavares, Mark Barzal's king. So John Tavares is on Toronto now. Obviously, that was more of a joke. I don't think Tavares carried Barzal, but Tavares, he's a great player. He's not the first line center on the Leafs, as to why it takes a little bit away from him. He's the second line center, plays with Mitch Marner. Scored 47 goals 2 seasons ago. Still was really good, almost point per game this year. Making $11 million. He's big contract for the Leafs. Got to perform, and I think he will perform. And he's been performing all his career. He carried the Islanders for so many years. I feel like that has to give him something. Mm-hmm. So I feel like he's well ranked inside the top 15 on my list.
Okay, so now 14 for me.
Correct.
Eddie, I don't know if you're gonna like this one. I got Mika at 14.
Honestly, you put him in your top 20. I'm surprised, so I'll take it.
I'm not a Ranger hater. I mean, I dislike Boston and like Philly more than I dislike the Rangers. Mika's a talented ass player, bro. Come on.
He is, man. No
big trust. I respect that shit.
No, I respect that shit. 19.7 next year. So production's gonna go.
Shut your fucking ginger ass up for a second. I believe in Mika Zibanejad. I think he's a terrific player. Okay, I like
agree.
Zibanejad a lot. He has great hair.
I also agree.
Tell him his hair is fucking so good. Like it's almost like impossible for him to like be bad when he has the hair. Like it gives him that extra strength, and that's why he's gonna be a fucking stud next year because of his fucking hair, bitch.
Okay, so Tom said his hair is nice, so he's gonna be good.
I love how me and Ethan just kind of like give some sort of stat or something that makes him stand out. And then
I can give you stats. But I don't
his hair. I like his hair.
Here's the thing. I could give you stats, but I don't want to because it'd be boring.
Fair enough. I don't give stats. I give my personal opinion on players.
Mika Zibanejad.
Oh, that's the one stat I gave.
57 games. He has 41 goals, 34 assists, 75 points in total, plus minus of positive 9. What a lovely player. Wow. He sure is a talented ass scorer.
So we're just going to base it still based on his hair. Okay, your logic is airtight on that one.
His hair, dude, if Zibanejad gets a haircut, he's going to decrease.
He's off the list. He's off the list.
Just move on, please.
No, if Zibanejad gets a haircut, he will be a worse player.
Okay, Eddie, what's your number 14?
Shut up, Tom, please. Fucking Sebastian Aho. I think just with the fact that he's only 23, his production's already relatively really good. I think it's only going to go up. His defensive play is actually a lot better than people give him credit for. I think he's at 14 because, again, like I said, he's so young. I think he's actually going to have a really, really good year in the upcoming season. Better than everyone before him, and also potentially better than people in front of him as well. So,
I like that. Number 14, I have Elias Pettersson. I love Elias Pettersson. I'm a big Elias Pettersson guy. He's so young. Like I feel like a lot of people forget how young he really is. He's only 20 years old, and he was nearly point per game next season, playing in a big market in Vancouver. A lot of pressure. They made it to the second round of the playoffs, and it was, I don't want to say mainly on the back of Pettersson, but because it was on the back of Markstrom, but Pettersson was a big factor in that. And just he's going to be a big factor for a long time. I feel like in maybe 4 to 5 years, he could be pushing top 5 centers on this list. And I feel like that wouldn't surprise anybody. He's just such a good player. I like Elias Pettersson, so I feel like he's more than well-deserved. Number 14 on my list.
Okay, number 13. I don't want to even say this guy's name, but my number 13 is John Tavares.
Okay. You ranked Tavares.
I didn't hear him. Ethan, did you hear him? I didn't hear what he just said. What'd you say?
It's John Tavares.
Can you say that a bit more clear, sir?
Jonathan Taves? Is that what you said?
Jonathan Taves. That's a bit high.
John Tavares, okay?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I just want to point something out.
Is he the worst captain? Is he the worst captain in the NHL? Maybe.
No.
Is he that good defensively?
No.
Not really. But fucking A, he's so good offensively. It's ridiculous.
I just want to point out, you ranked Tavares the highest out of all of us. Just going to point that out.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good player.
Yeah.
What'd you have him, 16, Eddie? You got him 16?
Yeah.
I had him 15. Tom's got him 13. Okay. Interesting.
Okay, anyways, 13. Ethan, you were kind of right. This guy is kind of overrated at this point, Alexander Barkov. I'm looking at his numbers here. His offensive production's pretty similar to literally everyone within 5 spots of him, above or below. But my problem with him now is that he had 100 takeaways and 69 giveaways in 2018 and 2019. This season he had 51 takeaways, 52 giveaways. So obviously his defensive
not as good as it used to be.
It fell a lot. Honestly, I would put him lower at this point. I didn't even think about it, but honestly, I might put him lower. But at 13, I have Barkov. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that his defensive numbers took a huge hit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saving my Barkov. I'm saving my Barkov opinion for when I actually have him on this list. But
gotcha.
I cannot.
All right.
The only thing that makes him high, in my opinion, I'm sorry, is his hands. He's got the silkiest.
No, he does have so good hands. He's still really good defensively. He's just not the defensive stalwart that he used to be. So I feel like that takes a hit on my list. So at number 13, I have who Eddie had at 14. I have Sebastian Aho. I really like the Carolina Hurricanes. I do. I like that top line they got. Sebastian Aho, Teuvo Teravainen, and I'm pretty sure it's Nino Niederreiter. At points, it was probably Svechnikov, but it mainly was Niederreiter. I think. Might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure Niederreiter played on that line. But Aho and Teravainen are so good. I had Teravainen ranked super high on my wingers list, and same thing for Aho. Aho's ranked 13. I feel like that's not really a surprise. He's a really good up-and-coming center, carrying that Hurricanes team. Pretty good offensively. He's decent enough defensively, but he had a pretty big break. I'm pretty sure he scored 30 goals this season, so good on Aho. And I think he's well-deserved 13 on my list.
All right, my number 12 is Elias Pettersson. He is the future of the NHL for a reason. He's a fantastic player. I mean, his offensive skill set is just remarkable.
It's unreal.
And
his clap bomb.
Man, he's just getting started. Yeah, he's just getting started. He's just getting started. It's ridiculous. So he's my number 12.
Okay, I lied. I said 19 through 12 are interchangeable. It's 19 through 13 because once we get to 12 and up, I would 100% take this guy over everyone else I just mentioned. For some reason, incredibly fucking low on Tom's list, Mark Scheifele. Tom, actually, I understand your reasoning behind thinking he's not that high because of what you said. You said he brought up his injuries. His injury isn't nearly as bad, in terms of dragging down his season as it is for many other players. In the past 2 seasons, he had 82 games played and then 71 games played, so that's actually not horrible. His defensive ability is really good.
Excellent.
Along with his offensive contribution, Mark Scheifele, and I don't know, there's just something about him, every time I watch him play, it's just you know what I mean? Ethan, I feel like you'd appreciate this more than Tom because Tom's a stupid idiot, but it's just watching him play, it's just kind of a bit mesmerizing,
No, he's so good.
Just watching him play. He's got that factor, so I have him at number 12.
All right, at number 12, I have Selke winner Sean Couturier. I'm so high on this guy. I think he's so good defensively, but he's also so underratedly good offensively. He had 70-plus points, I think, 2 seasons ago, and he was near a point per game this season. Even on a Flyers team that really doesn't produce too much offensively, but Couturier is still, I'd say, the main producer offensively, but he's still the best defensive forward they have on the team, which is just, it's unreal. He's so good. He's not talked about it nearly enough as I think he should be. And I think he could get in the top 10 maybe after next season. We'll see what happens with some of these other guys in front of us, but I think he's more well-deserved than number 12 on my list.
All right. Next up on my list, I got Ryan O'Reilly. I'm surprised he was low on your guys' list because he might be the best defensive forward in the NHL. I mean,
definitely top 3. On defense. Definitely top 3.
And offensively, I mean, last year he had 11 goals, 49 assists. That is a solid offensive season. Come on. In a shortened season as well. And, I mean, he's also maybe the best. He's a fucking excellent athlete. Seriously, I know they got Pietrangelo. They had Pietrangelo, but O'Reilly was a leader on that team, and I mean, he was. Without O'Reilly, they weren't winning that cup.
Oh, definitely not. There's no chance.
No, not even question.
Not even close.
That's right.
And I think nowadays it's still that he's still that same player. I haven't really seen that much regression since then, so I still think he's right there among the best in the league, honestly.
No, I 100% agree. I have him a little bit too low on my list, and I'm looking about it now. He could have been a little higher, but once again, they were interchangeable, basically, so you take that with a grain of salt.
Okay. Number 11 and 10, I was really on the fence about which one was which.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I made my decision just because it's really hard to tell with this guy. But Steven Stamkos comes in at number 11 because Stamkos, his production is still really good. Defensive play could be better, but it's completely overshadowed by his offensive skill when he is healthy. It's just super difficult to tell with Stamkos, just again, based on how often he is hurt. I think if you give him one more healthy season, full 82 games, he'll probably come in over number 10 over my next guy. That's pretty much my best way to put it. It'll be interchangeable once we figure out if Stamkos is going to be healthy next year or not.
Yep, I agree. I actually just made a quick change to my list. I dropped someone from 9 to 11, and that person was Patrice Bergeron. Now that I'm looking at it, I had Bergeron, I feel a little too high in my opinion, but here's the reason why. I kind of think Bergeron, he isn't as great defensively as he once used to be. He used to be a defensive stalwart. He used to be so good. But now I kind of just feel like he's just kind of carried by Marchand and Pasternak. Like, he really isn't spectacular in, like, any one area anymore. He's just, like, average, and he, like, kind of just complements that line really good. He plays a good two-way style to complement the line. But, like, I don't see the hype around Bergeron. He's still a fantastic player. He's still a top 11 center on my list. I just don't think he's as high as some other people have him, and probably as high as you guys have him. So I think he's at number 11 on my list.
Wow. That's really low compared to mine.
I know, yeah, I figured, but I just don't think he's as good as he used to be.
Your reasoning is there. It's just I
understand you disagree with me. I just moved him back now. I have him at
Tom,
9.
who cracks your top 10, Tommy?
You want to see who cracks my top 10? We got the guy that you guys are sleeping heavy on, Alexander Barkov. He's awesome.
Huh? Why?
He's in a bad situation in Florida. That's first of all. I mean, I think he has a decent supporting core around him with Huberdeau.
It's okay.
Hoffman was there, but I mean, I still think he still has a lot of room to grow. You guys are trying to say he's like regressing already? Get the fuck out of here!
No, he's not regressing. He took a step back. He took a step back in production.
Regressing means like his age is starting to catch up with him, and he's not.
One bad year. It's one bad year.
It wasn't even one bad year. I think it was 2 bad years.
I still believe in him. Honestly.
I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Okay.
I'm putting him 10.
Who cracks your top 10?
Oh Lord.
Mika Zibanejad.
Mika Zibanejad. Honestly, if it were entirely up to me, where I wouldn't be murdered for what I'm about to say, he'd be top 3, and he wouldn't be numbers 3 nor 2.
Yeah, okay.
No, realistically though, Zibanejad, the next captain of the New York Rangers, I'm not even gonna fucking say should be. I'm not even gonna question it. He's the next captain of the New York Rangers. If it's anyone else, I'm going to be so fucking pissed off. Obviously showed a huge thing in leadership. Zibanejad had a shooting percentage of, what was it, Ethan?
19.7.
19.7.
Yep.
Realistically, he's not going to have a shooting percentage like that again.
No, he will not.
That's a bit of a reach, but the fact that he missed so many games due to injury and he still put up 41 goals, that is absolutely unreal. He was if I'm not off the top of my head, I'm not sure if this is completely true, but I think he was top 3 in goal scoring this year.
I think he was 5. I think he was 5.
Okay, top 5 in goal.
He was definitely top 5.
7 games played. That is ridiculous. You can't even look at that and say holy fuck, and not say holy fuck. He had 75 points, 57 games. He was easily going to get 85 plus. Defensive game, it's really hit or miss. Really, it's I just think due to his ridiculous scoring ability, yeah, he's top 10 in my opinion.
Okay. I can respect it. I personally, I'm not as high as him as you are, obviously, because you're a Ranger fan and I'm not. But, we'll see what happens next year. That next season is going to be the talking point. So if he breaks out, good for him. If not, then don't say I'm right. So what was that? 11 we just did, or 10? You just did 10? Okay, so I'm on 10.
10.
So first player cracks my top 10 is Mark Scheifele. I had him at 11, but I just made that quick change of Bergeron, so he's in my top 10 now. I just feel like there's not enough said about Mark Scheifele. I feel like I don't think he's there yet with the elite centers, obviously, but he's like the tier below them. I feel like he's a little underrated in my opinion. Yeah, he's a little injury prone. He got hurt in the playoffs last season, kind of screwed over the Jets, and you saw what happened to the Jets when they lost him. They faltered. They were nothing without Scheifele. So I feel like he's a huge part of that team, and that's going to continue for many years to come. And yeah, so number 10 on my list. Tom, number 9 on your list.
My number 9. Now the catchphrase is a number 9 large, but this motherfucker is not large. This guy's so tiny. Feels like he's like 10 years old, but he's so good. Sebastian Aho. He is such a talented offensive player. It is ridiculous. I mean, you guys are trying to say that Scheifele's a magician. That's how I feel with Aho. I feel like every time I see him on offense, something breathtaking is about to happen. He's one of those players for me. And so I got up him in the top 10. I got up him number 9 for that reason.
Hey, remember that goal we scored in the play against the Rangers?
Which one?
Yeah.
He had an unreal goal.
Oh, wow.
He had an unreal goal. He went I think he went through the legs and he like top shelf backhand, I'm pretty sure.
It was nasty.
It was nasty. No, he's so good.
It was nasty.
No, he's so good.
It was filthy. It was filthy.
All right.
If I was a Ranger fan, I'd actually be embarrassed if I, against my team.
No, we were definitely embarrassed. Trust me.
Actually,
9, we have the. Honestly, I thought the Conn Smythe winner at one point, but not. He didn't win it. Braden Point. His offensive production, nearly point per game. Only 23 years old. He's in the same situation as Aho, where he can grow. The only reason he's significantly higher than Aho is because his defensive game is really good. He came 10th in Selke votes. And again, with a huge, ridiculous postseason production. Yeah, he's top. He's number 9 on my list.
All right. Number 9 on my list. The aforementioned Patrice Bergeron. Once again, he just really isn't the player he once was.
You put him
basically. Wait, did I? Oh, I fucked up the list. Steven Stamkos is number 9. Steven Stamkos is number 9. Okay, so cut out everything I just said. So Steven Stamkos, we really didn't get to see what Stamkos is fully made of in the playoffs. Only played like 3 minutes and he scored a goal. But I feel like everyone forgets how good he was in the regular season when he actually played. He had a better regular season than Braden Point. Yes, Braden Point's coming out party was in the playoffs, but I feel like we can't take all of that away from Stamkos. He's been a consistent, basically 30 to 40 goal scorer his career. Hit 60 many seasons ago, but I feel like he's not done yet. Everyone might write him off, like NHL Network. They had him at I think like 17 or some shit. Like that's ridiculous. He's not outside my top 10. And I feel like he's going to have a huge bounce back season and shut everyone up next season.
They had Stamkos at 17, you said?
I think so. So there he's low. Or like 13. Something like that. He's low.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't have Stamkos on my list.
You don't have him in your top 20?
Nah.
You ranked Bo Horvat higher than Steven Stamkos.
Hey, you want to know why? Do you want to know why?
Yes, I do know why.
I don't trust that. And he's getting old, man. I hate that. He's giving me like Drew.
He's like 29.
He's 30 years old. What do you mean?
He is always injured.
Yes, that is correct. But when he's not injured,
you said the same thing about Scheifele, and Scheifele's in your top 20. What the fuck?
Scheifele actually fucking.
Let's move on. Let's just move on. Tom, who is your number 8?
We have. You guys should know this one. We have Casey Cizikas. Oh, fucking round. I have Austin Matthews.
Ooh,
he's a fucking talented ass goal scorer. I like Austin Matthews a lot. He is the best player on Toronto, not John Tavares. Matthews is a fucking stud. Simple as that. He's a stud.
I agree. Eddie, what about you?
I got the Jack Eichel, and I'm not even gonna cap right now. There's a chance he could have been top 5 if he was on a team that gave him any sort of help. He had 78 points, 68 games. Defensive play could have been much better, but obviously in a team like Buffalo, you might not be getting such a chance to do that. Again, you guys made some weird-ass faces. I'm telling you, Eichel would 100% be much higher if his fucking team let him showcase his abilities, and I want that to happen, and I think it will happen now that Taylor Hall's on the team. But for now, I have him at number 8 just because his offensive production is already fucking unreal with Buffalo.
Okay, I can get behind that. I personally do disagree, but I can get behind it. So at my number 8,
I will definitely get behind that.
Okay, so my number 8, I have Braden Point. Like I said before, his coming out party was in the postseason. He had an unreal postseason, playing first line center, filling in for Steven Stamkos. He was unreal. There's not much more I can say. Hopefully he keeps it up for over a full 82 game season. Maybe he'll drop back on this list if he can't keep it up, which I seem unlikely. I feel like he's only can go up from here. I feel like he's that good of a player. Tampa's so lucky to have him, and yeah, there's not really much else to say about him. So number 8 on my list.
Well, number 7 on my list is the same guy you guys picked, number 8, Braden Point. When I saw him face the Islanders, obviously I've known that he's amazing, but when I saw him versus the Islanders, and he the Islanders were dominating everybody, and then Braden Point comes along and just fucking crushes us. I mean, he won me over so fucking hard there, and I mean, he proved that he is among the league's best. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's why he's number 7. He's an amazing player.
Number 7, I got the mobster-looking human, Evgeny Malkin. Malkin was definitely hard to rank just because, again, he's on the same team as Crosby. He doesn't play with Crosby, but he's on the same team as Crosby. His whole career he's been point per game or more. And at 34 years old, he's still producing. His defensive play could be better, could be way worse though. It actually is relatively pretty good. I think with his age, he might start to slow down a tad. He already kind of
did
a bit.
Yeah, he already did.
But I genuinely think he's still a top 7 player in the league.
I'm gonna completely agree with you, Eddie. I have Evgeny Malkin at number 7, and the main reason why is what he was able to do when Crosby was out of the lineup last season. He really stepped in and became that number 1 center that everyone basically knew he can be. But he proved it once again that when Crosby went down, he was well over point per game. He was fantastic, driving the offense, leading the offense, scoring goals, doing it all. He's just fantastic. Not really much else to say because Eddie basically got it all. But yeah, I have Evgeny Malkin at 7. Tom, who do you have right outside your top 5?
We got Leon Draisaitl.
Ooh, okay.
He's so good. He is kind of like, I mean, he isn't carried by McDavid. But
No,
he's kind of carried by McDavid. But
that argument's over.
He's so fucking skilled. He's so skilled. He's so talented. So he deserves it. He earned the recognition he deserves.
Maybe not the Hart Trophy, but he's definitely a fantastic player.
No, he did not deserve the Hart Trophy. I will attack that. I will attack that fact to the day I die.
He's not the best player on his team.
That
just baffles me. Eddie, who do you have right outside the top 5?
Number 6, I have I wouldn't say barely. It's pretty relatively good distance between 6 and 5, in my opinion. Just because you said it yourself, Ethan, he has fallen off. Patrice Bergeron, I don't agree that he's carried by Marchand and Pastrnak. I don't think anyone on that line really carries anyone.
No, not necessarily carries, but they actually you go. My bad.
I think it's just an overall well gelled line. I think they all are just super. What's the word I'm looking for? The chemistry and everything, the way they play. Patrice Bergeron has not been less than top 5 in Selke votes since 2010, and he has not been less than top 3 since 2012, which just goes to show he's obviously one of the best, if not the best, defensive centers in the league. He's a known face-off wizard, which isn't really what determines skill for most of these guys. I just thought I'd throw that in there. His offensive production is going down a little bit, and watching him play, especially with fucking Pastrnak and Marchand on the ice, it's going to be oh shit, something's about to happen. I just think Bergeron's still in the top 6.
No, I agree with you. I wish our other co-host would come back.
Is he dead?
It seems like we've lost Tom. I guess we'll just move. Did I just hear him right now, or was that you?
That was me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who's your number 6?
I guess we've lost
Tom.
My
bad.
So...
When I was,
he's back.
I was looking for my charger. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Tom, who do you have at number 6?
My bad.
5. Because we just did 6.
5.
Wait, did we just do 6?
You didn't.
I didn't. My fault. So at number 6, I have Austin Matthews. He might be a little bit lower than maybe some of you might have expected, but he's still a fantastic goal scorer. Drives the Leafs offense. Number 1 center. He will win a Richard Trophy in his career. He will win at least 1. I'd say maybe 2 to 3. He's that good. Just his goal scoring ability is it's unreal. He's got one of the best wrist shots in the league. It's amazing, and he's more than deserved number 6 on my spot.
For sure. All right, my number 5.
Yep, go.
My number 5. We're in crunch time now. Top 5.
Yeah, yes, sir.
My number 5. Now, Eddie mentioned him earlier and how he could be a top 5 center if he had the right team. I basically use that. I'm a big believer in Jack Eichel, and he is just so talented, man. He always gets overshadowed, but he's so fucking talented. It's ridiculous. And I mean, now that he has Taylor Hall too, he might finally get noticed. for the fucking talented motherfucker he is. I love Jack Eichel. I love his game. He's number 5.
Dude, honestly, this is kind of a reach as for now, but some people are saying Jack Eichel, now that he has a better team, he will put up better numbers than Austin Matthews. That's what people are saying.
Wouldn't surprise me.
It's possible. It's absolutely possible.
I think Eichel's better than Matthews right now. So
for sure. I mean, I fucking
yeah.
him over Matthews.
I ranked them one spot. It's definitely close, but I think he has the edge right now.
Very close. Very close.
Who is your number 5?
Number 5, you pretty much said everything I needed to say about him, Austin Matthews. Let's be realistic. That Leafs offense was literally like he's shoulder pressing that entire Leafs offense. He looks like a pedophile with his mustache, I will say that. However, that should not overshadow the fact that his offensive production has been absolutely unreal for the Leafs. And actually, I didn't realize this until now, but his defensive play has gotten significantly better.
No, it has.
Like significantly. He went from having a lot more giveaways and takeaways. Now he significantly has much more takeaways and giveaways, which I remember watching a clip a few years ago. He played defense like really fucking lack of effort and like just lazy. Now he seems like he's actually like putting in the effort, and to be honest, he's shown like he could be a leader on the Leafs roster sometime soon. Especially age 22.
He should have been captain, but
John Tavares.
Do you all remember what he did or no? No, do you guys remember what Matthews did? His misdemeanor? Don't you remember?
I don't care.
Something.
Matthews got a misdemeanor.
Austin Matthews should like come out as like being a pedophile and still be a fucking better team leader than John Tavares.
I'm pretty sure he did some weird shit. He I don't know exactly what it was, but it was from him having his pants down in public. That's all I can tell you. But his pants were down in public.
Dude, I mean, as from an outside perspective,
and he was drunk.
He's just a guy who likes to have a good time.
Hey, he's having a good time.
Have a good time.
I don't hate it, but it did cost him the captaincy of the Maple Leafs.
Personally, when I get a little drink, when I get a little bit of the bubbly in me, I don't really put my pants.
Wait, Tom,
down,
We're 18.
I said a little bit of the bubbly. I don't do, you fucking idiot.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, like a sugar rush. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say. I was like, Jesus, dude. All right.
What the fuck?
So enough talk about soda. Number 5 on my list. I'm gonna agree with Mr. McDougal, and I'll have Jack Eichel.
Really? Oh my gosh. That's so sweet.
I think if Buffalo gets into the playoffs next season, Eichel's a nomination for the Hart.
Nomination? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. He could end up winning it. It would not surprise me. I'll throw that out there. If Eichel wins the Hart next year, whatever it is, I don't know. That's if they make the playoffs. I don't know. They could finish last or they could finish first. Honestly, it really wouldn't surprise me if either of them. No, I'm playing. But I feel like Eichel, he's a generational talent. Any other year, he would have been picked first overall. He's the real deal. That guy, he's an animal. Yeah, Buffalo was so lucky to get him with that second overall pick, even though they should have had first, but it's whatever. Buffalo, they got really lucky with Eichel. He's a fantastic player, generational talent, as I said before. And his production is only going to go up with Mr. Taylor Hall. So I think he could possibly move up a spot next season. We'll see. But yep.
All right. So number 4, you guys really touched on this guy, Patrice Bergeron. I mean, he does not get carried.
I don't think he gets carried. I don't think he gets carried.
He is still the face-off king. He is still the face-off king. You take him out of that line. If you try and you're going to replace him with David Krejci, he is still a fucking stud offensively. He's basically the heartbeat of that line, I would say. I mean, I cannot believe you guys put him so low. I'm still a big believer in Bergeron. His defense, he's getting older, yes. His defense is still there. His offense is still there. His face-offs are still there. His team leadership is still there.
Just my personal opinion, I think his offense is only still there. Not only, but mostly still there because of the line he plays on. Bergeron's not putting up 50 points playing with DeBrusque and Akasha. He's not. Yeah, but it's not happening.
I mean, yes, I agree. But how many players in the NHL can like put up Bergeron numbers with a shitty line? Like if you put
Sean Couturier,
McDavid next to him, McDavid obviously is fucking amazing.
Ryan O'Reilly.
Shut the fuck up. Stop saying this fucking game, seriously. Stop.
I just named 2.
That's debatable. That's the bit with Jacob DeBrusque. With Jacob DeBrusque.
Just think, who's Couturier playing with?
Maybe.
Giroux and
I can't even. Yeah,
not Voracek. It's someone else. Who's playing with O'Reilly? Schwartz, Tarasenko when he's healthy. Come on.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's better than DeBrusque. Why are we even talking about this? I still believe in Bergeron.
Exactly. Okay.
I still believe Bergeron. There you
go.
All right, you guys move on.
Eddie, number 4.
Number 4 and 3 are kind of tied in my opinion, but number 4, I got Sidney Crosby.
Wow.
His production obviously isn't what it used to be, but he is still easily the best playmaker in the league still, age 33. It's ridiculous that he's able to do that still. He's obviously like one of the better overall players in the league, let alone centers. Like I said, he's tied for third with this next guy, which you could probably guess who, but
I hope I can guess who.
But yeah, I just think also he only played 41 games this year, so maybe if you give him a larger season to play, then I'd still probably put him at number 3. Again, like I said, he's tied 3, but
number 4, I have I guess the Hart Trophy winner, Leon Draisaitl. Fantastic season. I just feel like he's not better than one of the top 3 in my opinion. I feel like those top 3. I feel like we all should have the same top 3, definitely the same top 2. But still a fantastic player. He won the Hart Trophy, so I guess that means something for him, even though he's not the best player on his team. But still had a fantastic season, 100+ points. He's the real deal. Draisaitl, he is a center, first of all. He plays on his own line. He's not a winger. Stop it. He's not a winger. He centers his own line. So we can just quit that talk. And I think he did a great job of that last season, and it's enough for number 4 on my list.
Okay, I feel like my top 3 is really predictable. So I kind of want to say bing, bang, boom. Just because you ready? It's Sidney Crosby. Then we got Nathan McKinnon. Then we got Connor McDavid.
I'm going to agree with you.
Okay. Do I even have to explain it?
We'll talk about each player, but
let's bang this out real quick. Like I said, Sidney's tied for 3rd, so I'll just say he's 3rd. But I also have Draisaitl, so top 2 would be McKinnon and McDavid. So I want to hear what you have to say about
Crosby,
McDavid, and McKinnon.
Tom, you can go first.
Well, McDavid is obviously. What you want, Crosby? Well,
I figure we'll go Crosby, McKinnon, then
I'm down.
Yeah.
Crosby is, even though he's getting older, he still has that innate quality where he just elevates everyone around him. Simple as that. And he had he was injured last year, which sucks. But I mean, I still think he's gonna have an excellent year next year. I still think he's still the talent is still there. 100% talent still there.
100% still there. He's fantastic.
And,
he's unquestionable.
Him and Gensel. Oh my lord, him and Gensel are an excellent duo.
No, they are. They're so good.
And
I feel like Gensel, he complements Crosby perfect. Yeah. Crosby's a generational playmaker,
and Sid is just the.
It's Sidney Crosby too. He's I don't want to say he's the GOAT, but
Sid.
It's Sid. You know,
definitely a top.
Yeah, he's not the GOAT.
3 Penguin of all time. Top 5, if you would.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Lemieux,
maybe top 10. Maybe top 10. You know, a lot
for
of.
Sure, top 10.
Do you know, Tom? Do you know Tyler Kennedy played for the Penguins as well? Did you know that? Fun fact.
We should have a fun fact about Tyler Kennedy every week, every episode.
Okay, do we have enough fun facts about Tyler Kennedy to do that? I don't think
Kenny's
we do.
probably the most boring motherfucker on planet Earth. He needs to be. We need to get into an interview.
That'd be awesome. Actually, I'm actually about to send him a DM after this. But number 2 on all of our lists is Nathan McKinnon. This guy is unreal. He's so good. I love Nathan McKinnon. He's probably my favorite player in the league. Yeah. Like, that's not a Shark. I love that guy. He's so good. His shot's so good. His playmaking ability is so good. He's so fast. His speed is just, oh my god. It's just there's not enough.
Nearly 100 points in 70 games. That's ridiculous.
In his sleep, without Rantanen and Landeskog, his usual line mates. He played with like Donskoy and like, I don't know, Burakovsky maybe. It might have not even been that. It might have been worse than that. Colin Wilson, I think, probably played with him.
He got robbed of the fucking MVP.
He did.
You know what I like about McKinnon? This doesn't have anything to do with skill, but the one thing I love about McKinnon, and Ethan, I think I bring this up almost every time I talk about McKinnon, is he He has taken a team-friendly deal for the Avalanche, and he said, "I'm going to do it again when my contract expires."
Because he's goated.
He's exactly what you need. Honestly, he's one of the, if not the most valuable player in terms of like that aspect off the ice.
No, 100%.
Thinking
it kind of reminds me of the Bruins a little bit.
Like
they all buy in.
He needs to be admired. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like those guys, they buy in and then they go to the Cup final. See,
like
teams have to buy in.
He's not here for McKinnon. He's here for the.
Like let's look at Tampa.
Yeah,
Kucherov took a discount. Stamkos took a discount. Vasi took a discount. Hedman took it. They all took discounts. They all took under market value. And what happened? They won a cup.
I respect. Yeah, I mean, I respect McKinnon so much.
What would you rather have? $2 million more or a cup? Stanley Cup, if you're asking me.
Lord Stanley, baby. Lord Stanley.
Yes, or Sir Stanley. But moving on from that.
Shut the fuck up. It's late as fuck. Okay, I'm tired as fuck, honestly.
Number 1.
Bitch.
Connor McDavid. Nobody saw this one coming.
No. I see mine. My number 1 pick is actually Valtteri Filppula. He's an electric player. Valtteri Filppula is just such a good player.
Islanders legend. Like when you think of Islanders legends, Valtteri Filppula, Johnny Boychuk, Yaroslav Halak, like all these superstar names, these generational talents.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man. Matt Martin, I'd even throw in that category.
Man, do you even have to explain why McDavid is? Like, do you even have to explain why McDavid is number 1? Like, it's so obvious.
He's very fast. He can score goals. He can pass the puck better than everyone else. He's just better than everybody else in every category. Maybe except defense.
He sees the game just like slowly. Like it's like
he's playing in slow mo and everyone else is playing in real time. It's unreal. He's so good with the puck.
Unfair.
Some of the dude, he embarrassed one of the better defensemen in the league, Morgan Riley. Oh my, he fucking destroyed him. That goal was probably arguable. I'd say wasn't even arguable. Top 3 goal of last season. I'd even say goal of the year.
McDavid is so good.
You know what's fucked up is McDavid's usually in the goal of the year contention every year.
It's unreal.
And you know what else is fucked up? He's usually in the Hart talks too. Some players they kind of just get into the Hart conversation and then just McDavid's been top 5 every year where he wasn't.
He should be. He literally should be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's fucking winning the playoffs though. Seriously,
that's not him, man. That's not him, dude. That's the Oilers.
No, it was kind of on him though, losing a fucking Chicago.
How? That wasn't on him, bro. We didn't get a save. You got Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen in the pipes, bro. You can't expect to go far with that.
When you're the best player in the world, you gotta elevate your team.
Nope. He did. He elevated the entire offense. What do you want him to do? Put fucking pads on and go play goalie? Come on.
I think it's safe to say, Tom.
No. Yeah?
You're straight capping.
All right, boys. But on that note, I think we're about ready to wrap this podcast up.
I love you, everyone. I love you, New York. I love you, audience. I love you so much.
Love you guys.
It's a great sport.
Hopefully he's back soon. Yeah, we went a little long. This is This is probably pushing around, I'd say like 2 hours if I were to guess, but hope you guys stuck through it and watched it all. Subscribe for more videos daily, hopefully. Probably not anymore. Actually, no, I take that back. We're on. Okay, so let me sort this out with clips. So, clips of the week. It's not going to be daily anymore. It's just we don't have enough content to put out daily uploads, and they're not going to be great uploads.
There's not enough going on in the hockey
world. There's just nothing going on. So probably I'd say 3 to 4 videos a week, including a podcast. So look out for that. Videos probably every other day. It's maybe every other day. I don't know what you want to call that, but something around there. Subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next week. Peace out, boys.
You are the best.